Alert day conditions unfolding again across portions of southern Wisconsin. I'll let you know where the storms are now and when they will end.
Also, a tense standoff in Janesville ends with law enforcement. We're live at the scene. We'll bring you the very latest. And later, Attorney General Josh Kaul filing felony charges against 3 people who submitted paperwork falsely claiming Donald Trump won Wisconsin in 2020. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 6. A muggy day could lead to more storm chances and more rain across southern Wisconsin. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Right now, strong winds and hail are the biggest threats from tonight's storm. Let's check the first one forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Eric, we just had a shower with a couple claps of thunder move past the patio here. We're safe out here right now, though, by the way, that shower has dwindled somewhat in its intensity. But more showers and thunderstorms are forming, not just in Dane County. There's that shower that just moved north of the patio not too long ago. That's up towards Wanakee, near the town of Dane and west of DeForest. But more storms are forming well to the south and to the southwest, and they're quickly moving to the north. They'll be entering Grant and Lafayette counties here within the next couple of hours. No severe thunderstorm warnings with these storms at this point in time, but quite a bit of lightning. And as Eric said, if we do see any severe weather tonight, hail and gusty winds will be the main threats. We can track that with Future Track, bringing that line of thunderstorms right up to Madison by the time we get to 8, 9 o'clock. Now we'll be watching another line of storms here in the First Warn Weather Team, myself and Jacob Montesano, a little later in the evening, that will be moving into southern Wisconsin, which will show in Maine weather. Not expecting tornadoes tonight. The flooding risk is a little bit lower because the storms will be moving at a much faster pace than what we saw last night. But again, wind and hail may be some of the threats that we see this evening if 1 or 2 of these storms can still get strong to severe, and that's why we have alert day conditions for tonight. And I'm going to emphasize tonight because once we get past our alert day conditions evening, we have much improved weather. We'll track these last few lines of thunderstorms in a few minutes in Maine weather, and the nice weather forecast I have ahead, I'll explain in a couple moments.
All right, Alex, thank you. And with another alert day, make sure you have our First Warn Weather app downloaded to your smartphone. Find it wherever you get your apps. Well, right now, the Columbia County Sheriff's Office is looking for a Marquesan man who they say stabbed another man. Oscar Danilo Peralta Rivera faces charges of attempted first-degree intentional homicide and stalking. He is known to have ties to the DeForest, Sun Prairie, and Marshall areas. That stabbing happened at the Elsum produce facility Monday night. Rivera and the victim knew each other through a mutually known woman. The victim was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. A vehicle believed to be used by Rivera to get away was found abandoned by the side of Highway 151 in the town of Columbus. If you have any knowledge of his whereabouts, you're asked to contact 911 immediately. They say do not approach him as he is considered armed and dangerous. Janesville police are continuing to investigate what led to an 8-hour standoff in that city very early this morning. For more, we go live now to Janesville, where News 3 Now's Maddie Heim spoke with neighbors in that area. Maddie?
Eric, we are just now learning that the suspect was found dead in the home behind me today. Law enforcement did not fire any shots. The Janesville police chief says they'll be releasing more information on the incident and the suspect tomorrow. Like you said, I've been speaking with neighbors all day about what they know, saw, and heard.
A lot of SWAT team, a lot of police presence, ambulance, firefighters, and eventually it led into a standoff.
A neighbor who heard the sirens around 1 a.m. says this isn't the first time squad cars have surrounded the home on the corner of West Washington and West Court Street.
So I just figured they're probably after him for something because they've been there over the past few years a number of times, you know, going in with search warrants.
Chris McLean lives just a few houses away. He says he heard officers yelling through a megaphone, ordering the suspect to exit the house with his hands up.
And then all of a sudden, I hear pow, 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 pow.
The Janesville Police Department says the suspect fired shots from the home, but no officers were injured. The original call came into the Janesville Police Department for a domestic violence incident. It was 3 hours later at 4 a.m. when the SWAT team was called.
Every time I walked by him, when he's outside, you know, he'd always say hi. He seemed like a really nice guy. I know sometimes he has a tendency of, you know, just like getting mad.
According to online records, the suspect has a lengthy criminal history, including previous charges like battery, disorderly conduct, and bail jumping. We'll have more tomorrow when the Janesville Police Department releases more information on News 3 Now and on channel3000.com. For now, reporting live in Janesville, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Right now, Attorney General Josh Kaul filing felony charges against 3 former associates of former President Donald Trump. This for trying to overturn Wisconsin's 2020 election results. Political reporter Will Keneally live at the state capitol with more on these charges. Will?
Yeah, Eric, I want to underscore just how much pressure the Democratic Attorney General was under to investigate and provide charges against these people. Even just in the Capitol here, meeting with some Madisonians, they said finally when we told them that the charges finally came down today. Now, the 3 people who Kaul is charging with are alleged to pass off this document that you see on your screen here as the state's official election results, though this document here falsely claims that Trump won the state's elections. We spoke with Attorney General Josh Kaul earlier today.
So with any case, the decisions we make about timing are based on a variety of factors. That includes where we are in terms of developing the facts, our view on the law. But our judgment was that now is an appropriate time to file these charges. But again, the investigation is ongoing.
Now, Kaul is charging former Dane County Judge Jim Trupis, who worked as an attorney for the Trump campaign here in Wisconsin, and 2 other national campaign operatives with forgery. Each of these charges are felonies that would carry a maximum of 6 years in prison. Now, the Attorney General today did not rule out charging any more people with felonies going forward, and he did say that that investigation is ongoing. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
All right, Will, thank you. And meanwhile, politicians from both parties are reacting to these charges. Governor Tony Evers posting his response to the news on X with simply the word good. On the Republican side, Senator Ron Johnson also responding, calling the charges outrageous and claiming Democrats are, quote, turning America into a banana republic, end quote. At our nation's capital, a committee hearing is examining the impact of abortion bans across the country, and a Wisconsin senator and doctor are at the center of it. Senator Tammy Baldwin is a member of the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions, also known as the HELP Committee. That's the committee which held the hearing, and during the hearing, Senator Baldwin focused on the impacts of the ban within Wisconsin for both doctors and their patients.
Thank you, Senator. What I saw in the immediate aftermath of Dobbs was really so much confusion and so much fear. And that was both on the part of physicians trying to decide, how do we interpret this law, not only through a modern lens, but also through a medical lens.
Currently, 21 states outright ban or restrict abortion to a level greater than what was allowed before the overturn of Roe v. Wade. Tonight, we're learning more information about an incident at Baraboo High School's graduation between a parent and the district superintendent on Friday. Our Jalen Banks joins us now with video of that incident and response from the district. Jalen?
Eric, in the video, you can see a parent approach the stage, grab the superintendent, Rainey Briggs, and move him out of the frame before what is believed to be the parent's daughter being able to shake the hand of the superintendent. The video continues, and you can hear Briggs say, "Get off me." You can see individuals take the stage, escorting him off, and multiple people moving the parent off the stage as well. And comments on social media say the parent did this in protest of how the superintendent and the district handled bullying incidents related to his daughter. In a statement from the district, they say, "Our primary focus remains on celebrating the achievements of our graduates." They continue with, "We want to ensure that the significance of this milestone and the hard work of our students are not overshadowed by this unfortunate event." The evening celebrated their accomplishments, and we are incredibly proud of each of them. Now, the incident is still under investigation right now, and I'm still working to learn if the parent is facing any criminal charges or consequences for his actions. As soon as I learn and we learn here at News 3, we will update it online at channel3000.com.
All right, Jalen, thank you. Coming up next, a newly announced recall that'll have you checking your cupboard. Plus, it's a dirty job, but someone has to do it. We take a look at who is responsible for removing roadkill and how it's disposed. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the Madison area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
Complete your backyard with an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Spend less time maintaining your deck and more time relaxing on it with Ultra Deck low-maintenance composite decking. It's easy to install, easier to maintain, and built to last. Ultra Deck Triumph is only $199 per lineal foot after rebate. Suncast provides high-quality, low-maintenance, and easy-to-assemble storage. This Suncast 7x7 Cloverdale storage shed is only $699.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
We agreed we need a new bathtub and shower, but I think he's procrastinating.
Just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 1 year. Offer ends soon.
40 years ago, a monster tornado flattened the town of Barneville. We've heard the survivor stories. Now I'm showing you why it happened. We'll break down the science behind the storm and how it helps us prepare for severe weather today, Thursday at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A Michigan-based company is recalling 7-ounce containers of ground black pepper from the Baraka brand name. The FDA says the spices could have potential for salmonella contamination. That pepper was sold nationally in retail stores. Michigan officials discovered the contamination during a routine surveillance sample. Consumers are advised to return the product for a full refund. More information is available on the FDA's website. Heads up for some Toyota drivers. The automaker announcing a recall covering roughly 100,000 Tundra pickups and about 3,500 Lexus LX600 luxury SUVs. Toyota says the recall is to fix a problem that could cause the vehicle's engines to lose power while driving. In some vehicles, debris during manufacturing may have been left inside the engine. The automaker says that could lead to rough running or sometimes an engine stalling. The recall only applies to regular gas-powered versions of those vehicles. So far, Toyota hasn't come up with a fix for that issue. Officials say once it's determined, those repairs will be done free of charge. When driving out to cabin country, several drivers are noticing an unfortunate reality in rural areas: dead animals along the road. And that's led many wondering who's in charge of dealing with all of it. Well, here in Wisconsin, the Department of Transportation handles all interstates and state highways. Meanwhile, counties and cities are responsible for cleaning up their own roads. Typically, crews will let nature take its course when possible, allowing the animal to decompose off the side of the shoulder. That's the main option unless it's in an urban area.
And in those situations, we will pick up the animal and then transport them to one of our facilities where we're able to compost it.
Well, every year there are 15,000 to 19,000 deer crashes in Wisconsin. Researchers actually believe it's likely 10 to 20 times higher than that. Drivers aren't obligated to remove dead animals from the road. If you do hit an animal or see one in the roadway, you are asked to call 911. You can claim roadkill in Minnesota and Wisconsin. However, the driver needs to contact law enforcement first in order to get a permit to do so. Still ahead, several crashes having impacts on the Beltline today. Also, as temperatures rise, so will the risk of heat-related illness. Which medications, health experts say, can cause heat intolerance? That's just ahead. And how much more rain can we expect from tonight's storms? Alex returns. A complete look at the forecast after a short break.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
It's coming. Predicted to be one of the hottest summers ever. And you can't enjoy anything when your house is too hot, especially when you get that big utility bill. So what do? You stop the hot air from coming in and your cool air from leaking out. With USA Premium Foam in your walls, your old hot and humid house really can be made comfortable. Call now, and when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free. Stop sweating and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Upgrade your garage, patio, or basement this spring with our beautiful cutting-edge concrete coatings. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy and guaranteed to increase your home's value. For a limited time, save up to $500 off your project. Plus, call during this program to see if you qualify for payments starting at just $30 a month.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard and get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love. Like all new Vibe drinkware and accessories, 30% off. 25% off men's Carhartt Force gear. This power tool storage rack is just $22.99. And get a free qualifying attachment when you buy this Milwaukee trimmer and blower kit.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A traffic incident you may have encountered today. Westbound lanes of the Beltline blocked at John Nolan Drive. And this was due to a crash causing a major backup. It was first reported just after 2:20. A vehicle fire was also reported there. The Madison Fire Department says one person was taken to the hospital as clears crewed the scene just before 3. Meanwhile, another crash was also reported on the Beltline. That was over near Monona Drive, causing further backups. And a vehicle fire blocked all lanes on I-3990 southbound near Utica this afternoon. That fire reported about 3:45. Smoke could be seen billowing from behind several emergency vehicles as crews put out the fire there. No word on the cause or if anyone was injured. As the temperature rises, so does the risk of heat-related illnesses, and certain medications can make a person even more vulnerable when it's hot outside. Health experts say medications that can cause heat intolerance include diuretics, heart medications like blood pressure drugs, antihistamines, decongestants, antibiotics, antidepressants, and antipsychotics.
Medications that decrease the body's ability to shunt blood out to the skin and then sweat off that fluid to help release a lot of that heat. That's really why they predispose to heat illness overall.
Heat can also degrade medication. Experts say it's important to make sure it's stored properly. If you're at higher risk for heat-related issues, check with your primary care provider about what you can do. We could be seeing more rain and some thunderstorms tonight. Let's check back in with Alex. Complete look at the forecast.
Yeah, Eric, keeping a close eye on Radar 3000 as we plan the rest of your evening. Showers and thunderstorms will be on the increase, peaking again right around 8 o'clock, dwindling to showers, and then we're going to keep an eye on one more line of storms after 10 o'clock on the First Warn Weather Team. If we get any severe weather tonight, wind and hail would be the main risks, not seeing the tornado threat up there. It wasn't up there high yesterday, but we got one of those quick spin-ups, and again, the tornado threat very, very low. Flooding threat is a little bit lower tonight, too, because of the speed of the storms. Let's track them. They've actually moved very quickly to the northern portions of Dane County, just north of Wanakee and Sun Prairie. That one thunderstorm I was tracking near Lodi has already moved through Lodi in the amount of time that I had to prepare the graphic just before walking here into Maine weather. So they're moving pretty quickly. Got another line of thunderstorms stretching from Dubuque to just south of Darlington and then north of, or we'll be heading towards Stockton, Illinois. But this one's quickly progressing off towards the north. And again, the decent clip, the speed at these storms that they're moving will help at least cut down on some of the flooding risks tonight. Still could see heavy rainfall. However, that one batch of storms moving through as we head through the evening hours here towards 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, portions of southwestern Wisconsin you clear out. It's this second line of storms that eyes up the Mississippi River, dwindling, fizzling as we head towards midnight, which we're going to track here. in just a moment. This is a live look right now on our Queen Bee Radio Skycam. This is that area of thunderstorms I was just showing approaching southern Wisconsin, even maybe got a bit of a shelf cloud here moving towards the southern portion of Grant County. We'll be keeping an eye on that storm. It's not severe at this point in time, but there is the threat for isolated severe weather tonight. 11 o'clock, there's that band of thunderstorms moving through Madison. That's going to scoot off to the east. Here comes this next band at 11 o'clock. Coming across southern Wisconsin, but weakening over time. We could still see a shower or thunderstorm towards 6 o'clock in the morning. If this weakening trend continues, that would be the end of our alert day conditions once we get that line of thunderstorms to weaken and pass off towards the east. A nice day on Wednesday, at least temperature-wise, although it'll be a bit on the breezy side with sunny conditions, and we could see a shower or thunderstorm later Wednesday afternoon. Rainfall amounts we're not expecting at this point in time, those 3, 4, 5, 6 inch amounts, because the rain showers and thunderstorms tonight will be moving at a faster pace. Widespread 10 to a quarter, maybe a half inch. If you do happen to get a storm or two over the same area, maybe an inch of rain tonight. So not looking at that flooding risk as high as we saw last night. Here's that last bit of scattered activity tonight, Tuesday night. After that, I'll step out of the way. If you want some dry time, we got dry time in the forecast, along with temperatures very, very comfortable as we end out the 7-day period, heading towards the weekend. Highs only in the lower 70s. That's actually just a little bit below normal, and then we'll slowly increase those temperatures, but still very comfortable as we head out into the later portion of next week.
Should be good for golf, and we've been talking a lot about the AmFam Championship coming up this weekend for good reason. The tournament is bringing out some big stars to University Ridge. We saw John Daly yesterday, and it was earlier today when our cameras caught up with golfer Billy Mayfair. He holds the claim of the only person to ever beat Tiger Woods in a PGA tournament playoff. That was back in 1998, and our Kyle Pozorski today asked him about that legacy.
Beating Tiger Woods at the time, really, it was more about I wanted to win a golf tournament and all that. It's hard to win out here on the PGA Tour. It's hard to win out here on the Champions Tour. But I just remember getting in I had to birdie the last hole in order to get in a playoff, and I played to my strength.
Well, Billy also spoke to Kyle about his 2019 autism diagnosis, and if you'd like to view the entire interview with Billy Mayfair, it's on our site right now at channel3000.com.
And coming up in sports, Joe Pavelski is calling it a career. How the former Badger phrased his retirement from the NHL. That's next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'm going to take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco.
Right now at Feldco, get 2 windows for the price of 1.
Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
We're a really busy family of 6 and moving into a new house, and Empire made it really easy.
They brought samples to our house, quality products, and installation on our schedule.
And we're really happy with everything.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today, a lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
You may not know what to make of Eric Hovde, but if you're getting older or have a loved one who is, Eric Hovde has a plan for you. Eric Hovde thinks people living in nursing homes should not have the right to vote. That's right.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Stripping seniors of the right to vote? Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
Tina, the Tina Turner Musical. See her triumphant story and prepare to be ecstatically blown away. Direct from Broadway. Playing June 11th through 16th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
It's time for the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Don't miss your chance to tour 32 newly constructed homes filled with the newest trends and products. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
It's been a heck of a run for Joe Pavelski. He won a state championship in high school, a Clark Cup with the Waterloo Blackhawks, an NCAA championship with Wisconsin, and spent 18 years in the NHL. But this last season appears to be his final one. The Plover native didn't outright say he's retiring, but did say he isn't planning on playing next year. Pavelski played in 1,332 games, scored 475 goals, tallied 1,068 points, and leaves with 74 playoff goals, the most by an American-born player.
This was it for me. Like, it was known for a while, probably. The plan is not to play next year. I don't want to say this is official, but you know, the plan is not to be coming back.
For the first time in program history, Lake Mills will play in the state softball tournament. So you could say it's been a dream season for the L-Cats. One that Andrew Banstra explains started with a motto: dream big, work hard.
Lake Mills softball plays with a motto.
All year our coach has been saying dream big and work hard to make those dreams come true, and I think this is our biggest dreams.
The dream was planted 4 years back.
Freshman year we started out by winning conference, and I think that it was really special, and that really kind of put that spark in all of us that we could do something special.
But Coach Cliff knew they weren't going to achieve it just by hoping it would happen.
There is no such thing as a big dream without hard work. One doesn't come without the other.
And his players bought all the way in.
There is some big dreams out there, and there are things that you have to work hard to get there for, and things aren't just going to come easy to you, and once you work hard, those dreams are going to come true.
And their hard work helped the L-Cats make program history and advance to state for the first time.
It's honestly remarkable. It's not even something I can put into words.
Our players are going to be old like me one day, and they'll still be talking about this moment in their lives that, hey, we were the first ones.
And now this group is dreaming even bigger.
Holding that gold ball up at Goodman Diamond on Saturday, but we can't do that without winning on Friday.
As they continue to check things off during their dream season.
Dream big on three. 1, 2, 3, dream big.
In Lake Mills, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
And the celebrity foursome has been finalized. Pat Connaughton will join Andy North, Matt Ryan, and Michael Phelps for a friendly 9-hole competition on Saturday with bragging rights on the line, as well as a donation in their names to the American Family Children's Hospital. He can play baseball, he can play basketball. I'm pretty sure Pat Connaughton's pretty good.
I've argued he's the greatest athlete, pro athlete in
it.
Wisconsin. He is something. It's great to have him on board for that. All right, Alex, final check of the forecast.
Final check with Future Track, bringing a line of thunderstorms through southern Wisconsin this evening. Then Jacob and I will be keeping an eye on that second line of storms coming in from the Mississippi River. The good news is the threat for severe weather appears to be isolated tonight. Winds and hail, and if that line holds itself together coming in off the Mississippi River, maybe some gusty winds. But I think at this point in time, that second line of thunderstorms later tonight may be on a weakening mode as it moves into southern Wisconsin, which would be good news. And look at that. That's great news. 70s by day, 50s by night, on and off shower chance.
Well, looks pretty good, and you'll keep an eye on things for us tonight. Thanks for joining us at 6. Have a great evening, and we'll be back here tonight at 10.